Hogwarts Legacy has just made an announcement and well, it's not good. To add to that, fans are calling for 1. Changes. The basilisk from the Chamber of Secrets is actually now confirmed to be in the game, and more content that was originally in the game that seems to have been cut has accidentally been discovered by a player with the biggest mystery behind it. So tons to get through. If you could leave a like, it helps a ton, but turn that into a dislike if you do get to the end and did not enjoy the video. Now we'll start with the news that is not good. So the official Hogwarts Legacy page just tweeted the following literally moments ago that states, "We are overwhelmed with gratitude for the response to Hogwarts Legacy from fans around the globe. The team is working hard to deliver the best possible experience on all platforms and we need more time to do this. Hogwarts Legacy will launch for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on May 5th, 2023. Now, of course, this is a huge issue because if you look at the bigger picture, that's a whole month that it's been pushed back by. However, on the flip side, I'm glad that they actually care about people's experiences, and even though the last gen consoles have limitations, it seems they are doing their best to still deliver the same, or at least very close, experience to the main version of the game. Now, my only concern for this announcement is something that's been a concern for a while, and that is that with their full attention on the last gen consoles, that is naturally causing somewhat of a holdback on getting any new updates or even a potential roadmap for the game. Now bear in mind, we don't technically need that stuff, but it's going to be the route that they actually decide to go down. Secondly, I just hope it's something that does not get released on last gen and then forgotten about because they have to prioritize things elsewhere. And what I mean by that is new content. So releasing on the new gen first and then an extra delay on the last gen consoles because again, limitations, or maybe that the console could just simply not handle it. So I really hope there is some sort of balance, but considering we have not seen anything visually for the last gen consoles as of yet, I guess we are just going to remain in the dark. Now, do you think there will be a huge difference visually, or do you think it will be something that is only slightly noticeable? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, someone mentioned the following. I found this marking next to the stool in the Ravenclaw bathroom, but what is it? Now, of course, it is causing a lot of confusion, but someone added how the general theory is that it might be cut content because no one really has a clue. It's not an Easter egg from the books or the movies either. Now, another person actually mentioned how it just looks like someone tried to carve an R for Ravenclaw into, well, should we say with their wand. Now, there have been a lot more theories surrounding this that do go slightly off track, so to say, but is this something that, is supposed to have a clear answer or reason behind it? Now, I'm keen to know what you actually think this is and whether it was initially supposed to link to something else or if it's simply just a random bit of detail that they decided to add in the game. Now, this game does just keep on giving in terms of the more you explore, the more you will find for the most part. Now, the common rooms in particular seem to have more secrets than we initially thought. In particular, the Slytherin common room. Now, a player who was in the Slytherin common room went towards the female entrance to the common room, and of course, if you are playing as a male, you do get pushed back down the stairs for the most part. However, if you were lucky enough, you get a quick glance at the basilisk from the Chamber of Secrets and you see it just basically whoosh past, and it literally lasts like 2 or so seconds. Now, a lot of theories have sprung up since this has been discovered, and I don't actually think there is much more to it other than a nice little add-on that makes you say, wow. Now, it seems just as random as you flying and then you just see the dragon randomly pop up as well in the game, so it's definitely one of those things that when you see it, you will notice it because, well, you never actually knew it was supposed to be there, and however many times you've gone to that location, you never saw anything different, so technically you never knew the difference. Now, the reason why I think it has taken so long to be found, however, is simply because once people realized you get pushed back from entering, you never really have a reason to just try again. So it links back to the element of what we knew before the game was released, where it was mentioned how you were ultimately rewarded for exploration, which of course is in the form of spotting small things like this. Now, Hogwarts Legacy fans call for wand changes. An article released by Game Rant that says the following. Some Hogwarts Legacy players have requested alterations to be made to how wands can be chosen in the game. Although handles can be customized after initially selecting a wand in Hogwarts Legacy, it is the only thing that can be changed, leaving most other components static for the rest of the game, much to the frustration of some players who go on to regret how they created their wand. Now, of course, according to the lore element of things, it's actually accurate, right? You only have one chance. I mean, bear in mind, you get chosen for the most part, but you only have one chance to technically say, okay, well, that's going to be the wand that I'm actually going to have. But as I say, that's just following, the official route as far as the lore goes in that perspective. However, in the other perspective, it is a video game, and it's one of those things that I guess you could say can be bent a little, as of course there are so many ways that they could have gone with customization to the wand in particular, and I'm talking things even like skins that just randomly get dropped, etc. But again, this does link back to a lot of things where the main question is, where do we go in the future for this video game? And what we know is that they have made it very, very clear that they are going to explore the future of this universe, so to say, as far as the video game side of things go, which is great, we know that. But again, now with the announcement that the last gen versions have been delayed, of course that does just bring up a lot of questions where it's great and understandable, because from a timeline perspective, although we really want to know what's going on with the future of the game as a whole, I guess we can wait a little because it has just been released in that regard. But again, the alarming situation in my opinion is, if it's taking so long for the last gen release, will they actually be able to sustain it when and if they add more things into the main version that of course is on the current gen for Hogwarts Legacy? So again, I'm eager to know your thoughts on this. Am I maybe overthinking the situation? Is it just the base version that needs to be nailed down on their side for the last gen, and then it should pretty much be smooth running at that point onwards for updates, etc.? So do let me know in the comment section below, as it's something I'm very, very curious about. So again, I just want to know if it can be balanced with everything that's going on with the game in general. Now, it has been discovered that the dev team is working on some form of an update for the game, however, that, well, might be a big update. So check the video that you see on screen right now, because it did get a lot of people very excited.